Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well as well as teach well. And also peace and salutation to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And the title of this video is going to be simply, run your course. Run your course. Okay, because the Apostle Paul, as well as various men throughout the scriptures, who wrote particular books of the scriptures that we have today. They likened this walk, our walk in this truth, unto a race. Running the race. Okay, and we as hopeful elect, we're, especially in this current time, we're almost at the end of the race. We're pretty much in the final lap of the race. Okay, and as we've been running and running and running, trying to get to the finish line, trying to get that crown. Okay, the final lap of this race is going to be the hardest, the most difficult lap. All right, because this lap is going to come with even more and even worse obstacles than we've ever faced in any of the other previous laps, so to speak, that we've been running. All right, through our journey in the truth. Okay, but nonetheless, we have to run it. Okay, we have to run it. We have to endure. All right, and faint not. Okay, and not to fall short before the finish line. Okay, this is Second Peter, not Second Peter, Second Timothy, chapter 4, and we're starting at verse 7. This is the Apostle Paul speaking. He says, "I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith." Okay, so not only does the Apostle Paul likens this journey in the truth to a race, all right, of course, but he also likened it to a fight. A fight. Like as the Apostle Paul says, fight the good fight of faith. And how do we fight the good fight of faith? By putting on the whole armor of the Lord. The helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness. All right, the shield of faith, and all those different things. Okay, that's how we fight this fight of faith. All right, if we fight it spiritually and not with carnal weapons or carnal things. All right, because Satan through Esau, Edom, and the elites in his beast system, they ultimately want our minds and our souls. Okay, and they're gonna try to do it by conquering us. All right, conquering our flesh, and of course we all know that that alludes to the MOTB, the Revelation 13 verses 16 and 17. Okay, that's why we the Apostle Paul exhorts us in Ephesians the 6th chapter to put on the whole armor. Okay, so that we can have a defense against the fiery darts of Satan. Okay, which that charagma is his main fiery dart that he's going to try to shoot at us or stab at us. All right, but nonetheless, 2 Timothy 4 and 7, "I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith." Let's look up this word course. All right, first let's look up the word finished. All right.
Strong's G 5055. Teleo. Teleo.
It says to bring to a close, to finish, to end. All right, past, finished, to perform, execute, fulfill. All right, so that the thing done corresponds to what has been said, the order, command. All right, yeah, because we're commanded to run this race called this truth, this ministry, and as well not only to run it, but also to finish it. Okay, and as you can see right here at the bottom, in this little box at the bottom, it even points to John, the 19th chapter, in the 30th verse. All right, where Yahushua said, it is finished. Yahushua, basically going into, the ultimate goal of, what he came to do upon the planet Earth. All right, when he walked the earth 2,000 years ago, to do the Lord's work, which is what, him, starting a ministry that would, grant us a grace period back to the Father. Okay, to redeem us from under the law, so that through our belief in Him we could be, justified by the Most High Yahweh. Okay, without the law, and ultimately, for Him to make Himself the ultimate sacrifice for our nation to have access back to the Father. Yahushua did that work and He finished it. Okay, and that's what got Him sitting at the right hand of the Father to this very day. All right, but nonetheless, the word finished basically goes into complete, to fulfill, execute. All right, when you look up the word course,
Strong's G 1408. Dramas. Dramas.
it says a course. It says in the New Testament, figuratively, the course of life or of office. All right. So, of course, we know the course of life that the Lord, that the Heavenly Father through His Son Yahushua wants us to, to live according to, which is what this gospel. Okay, repenting. All right, turning back to the Lord. Knowing how to treat each other amongst the body. Okay, showing brotherly love, charity. Okay, tending to the word of the Lord. Constantly studying and showing ourselves approved. All right, and of course, finishing our course according to whatever office that the Lord has us, fulfilling within the body. Whether you're, an apostle or a bishop or an elder or head of a camp, second in command, third in command, or just a, regular brother within the camp. All right, whatever your respective lot is, the Lord, wants us to, to run it. Okay, and not only run it, but also finish it. And finish strong. All right. Says, and not only, finish strong, but also finish it in faith. Okay, because that's the main thing that's gonna, get us through the times that we're living, that we're getting ready to coming to down the pipe. Okay, faith, as the scripture says, the just shall live by faith. Okay, verse 8. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love His appearing. Okay, so that's ultimately what we what we run for, what we fight for, that crown of righteousness. Okay, to be crowned by Yahushua in the chariot, when He comes back to deliver us. Okay, to be crowned righteous through our faith, as the Apostle Paul just said in the previous verse. I have kept the faith. All right, because it's going to be our faith in Yahweh Shem Shai that's going to get us that crown. Okay, not that's going to make us righteous before the Lord. Our faith. All right, not how well we can or how perfect we can keep the laws. Not how how or not how beautiful our fringes are on the clothes that we wear. Okay, and wearing fringes to our jobs or at the gym or whatnot. No, those things aren't what's going to make us righteous according to the Lord. It's going to be through our faith. All right, our faith, our integrity, all right, our charity, our diligence, our temperance. All these all those different things. Okay, those are the things that's going to get us the crown of righteousness. All right, by Yahweh Shai himself. Okay, finishing our course through faith. It says, verse 8 again, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all of them also that love his appearing. All right, and who are those that's gonna love the Yahweh Shai's appearing when he comes back, when he makes the second coming? That's the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. All right, because 2/3 of our people are most certainly are looking for the second coming of whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, these Christians aren't looking for the Messiah to come back. Okay, these Christians are praying to praying to the Most High to fix this society so that society can so that America can go back to so-called normal. All right, but obviously we that are the hopeful elect, we know that that's not the case. Okay, even the scriptures tell you that Babylon cannot be healed. All right, that's in Jeremiah 51. Take balm for her. All right, that's Jeremiah the 51st chapter. And of course, these Edomites aren't gonna aren't looking for Yahushua's appearance, because these Edomites, especially the elites of Esau Edom, they know that when Yahushua and the angels come make their crack those clouds, all right, in these latter days, Yahushua is coming back to take them down and to destroy them. That's why a lot of these elite Edomites are going to be going into their underground bunkers. Okay, their luxury submarines. All right, they're what else? What else do they call them? Their their luxury space. You know, their luxury space houses, for lack of better words. There's another term for it, but I can't think of it at the top of my head. But yeah, these elites are gonna be so like if let me go back. Yeah, these Edomites, especially their elites, they're not gonna love the appearing of Yahushua when he makes a second coming. That's only the hopeful elect, the ones that are faithfully are hastening the day of Yahushua coming back, or to come deliver us, Lord willing. All right. So from there, let's go to First Corinthians chapter 9, and I'm gonna start at verse 24. This is also the Apostle Paul speaking. He says, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain." All right, yeah. So the Apostle Paul is exhorting us, run this race called this ministry, this truth. Okay, run that we may obtain what? That crown. All right, the crown of righteousness, the crown of rice. So like another crown of rice. The crown of life. Salakia. All right, the crown of life by Yahweh Shai. All right. So here it is. The Apostle Paul is likening our journey in this truth also unto a race. Whereas, as we read in 2 Peter 4, he likened it unto a fight. Like a boxing match. Okay, where you have, you yourself in one corner, you have the enemy in the other corner. Esau, Edom, 2/3 of our people, Satan, all these different oppositions. Okay, but as these oppositions, constantly, swinging at you, trying to knock you out, or throw a body blow or even a low blow. Okay, we have to stand firm and fight back via the spirit. Okay, not carnally. And again, how do we fight back? Through having that the whole armor of the Lord. Okay, where now here in First Corinthians 9, the Apostle Paul is likening this truth to a race. Okay, telling us to run that we may obtain. All right, and we know real quick. All right, what did Solomon, all right, King Solomon, liken this race unto? Okay, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift. Okay, so Solomon described this race, all right, this journey of us being in the truth. Okay, it's not a race to the swift. It's not about finishing finishing first or running the fastest, but rather this is a race of endurance. Like a marathon. It's all about you finishing the race and not so much about when you finish. Okay, or finishing first. It's just about finishing, period. Because first and foremost, not everybody on the earth can run this race, period. Okay, because they weren't called to run it. And most certainly not everybody that was called to run it is given the ability to finish it. All right, it's only given to the elect to run this race as well as finish it. Okay, in order to obtain that crown. All right, it says Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. All right, nor the battle to the strong. What does it say in second Ezra the 16th chapter? Okay, make ye ready to the battle. All right, which is what? Jacob's trouble, Esau, Edom coming down, great wrath, the hour of temptation, the charagma. Okay, and how do we overcome that battle? It's not about all right, you being strong, you being carnally strong, but it's but rather it's all about you being strong in the spirit and strong in faith. Okay, that's what Solomon is basically going into in this verse. It says that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise. Okay, nor yet riches to men of understanding. Yeah, because the riches of this world is not going to profit you in the day of the Lord's wrath. All right, it's all about how much you're gathering the spiritual riches of the Lord that's going to profit you in the day of wrath. And what is the spiritual riches? This knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding via via these holy scriptures. All right, via the Holy Spirit sent from on down. All right, that's all these things go into helping us run this race. It says, nor yet favor to men of skill. Okay, but time and chance happened to them all. Okay, so time and chance happens to us all. Eventually there's gonna come a time where everything that we've been putting in this truth is going to be tried and tested. Okay, and for those of us as of the hopeful light, eventually we are gonna have our chance. Okay, to shine. All right, to shine. Receive the glory. Be exalted and all those different things, but not before Yahweh Shai receives his glory in his exaltation. If that's a word. Okay, we're gonna be glorified and exalted through Yahweh Shai. All right, by Yahweh Shai. But if we finish the race, okay, which is a race that's not for the swift. Let's give this word swift. Okay, real quick. This is the word race. It says Strong's H4793 uh Marawataza. Marawataza. It says running race course. Okay, course. Run your course. Run your race. It says under the Strong's definition, a run the trial of speed. Okay, so this race is likened into a trial or as a course. You know, like a obstacle course. You know, here it is when you run the obstacle course, right? There's as as you're on your way to the finish line or whatever, you're gonna have particular things that you're gonna have to jump over or climb over or crawl under. Okay, things that you're gonna have to hop, hop hop side to side away from, and sidestep and all those different things. All right, there's all types of obstacles that's in your way that you're gonna have to overcome. Okay, in order to get to the finish line to get the reward, and that's what this truth is likened into. All types of things that are gonna get in your way to hinder you from finishing. Okay, whether it be your job, your family, your woman, your children. Okay, financial issues. All right, whatever the case may be. All right, but nonetheless, we still got to run it. It all comes with the territory. And, you know, we have to run it. We have to keep the faith. All right, run it in faith. So that, we can endure to the end and finish and obtain the crown. Let's go back to 1 Corinthians 9 and 24 again. Know ye not that they which run in a race, all right, of course, run all, but one receiveth the prize. Yeah, that's what happens in a corner race, like a corner, marathon or a corner, 100-meter dash. You have all those, runners, but only one can come on top. All right, but for this race, this course, okay, all that endure to the end, all right, of the elect of the nation of Israel, all of us are going to come out winners, all right, victorious, get the victory. All right, it says, so run that ye may obtain. Verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Yeah, because that's what you want to do as you're growing in the truth. You want to strive for the mastery according to whatever your respective lot is. All right, whether your lot be, to teach or go into prophecies, go into history, go into different languages, go, you know, you know, getting into different prayers, getting it, into the herbs and how to, make particular medicines with things out of the earth. Whatever your lot is that the Lord has, set you up for in these latter days, you want to strive for the mastery of, you want to master your lot, master your craft, so to speak. Okay, you want to be A plus 100% in your gift or your talent. It says, verse 25 again, and every one that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Yeah, temperate meaning discipline. Okay, because you can't be a master at something if you can't master yourself first. All right, you have to know discipline. You have to know when to do things and when not to do things. Okay, you have to understand time and judgment and things like that. That's what that's where wisdom kicks in. Okay, a master knows how to apply wisdom. A master just doesn't just doesn't have a high level of knowledge in what he or she does, but he or she also has a higher level of wisdom in what they do as well. Knowing how to use it, knowing how not to use it, knowing when to use it, knowing when not to use it, okay, knowing where to use it, and knowing where not to use it, okay, all those things, fall under, temperate, okay, and when you master those things, that's what, that's what ultimately make you a master in your respective lot. It says, verse 25 again, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. Yeah, the particular masteries of this world, such as a professional football player, a professional boxer, professional baseball player, professional basketball player. Your LeBron James, your Floyd Mayweathers, and all that. They master their craft in this world, but it's all for a corruptible crown. A Super Bowl ring or NBA Finals trophy. Finals MVP. Okay, a World Series trophy and all these different things. Crowns that really mean nothing at the end of the day. Okay, because it's corruptible. It can be stolen. It can be taken away from you. All right, all these different things. But we, as the hopeful elect, as the Apostle Paul goes on to say, but we in incorruptible. Yeah, we strive for a crown that doesn't come from this world or isn't made of this world, but instead a crown that comes from the heavens. All right, from the Most High Yahweh through His begotten Son Yahweh Shai. That crown of righteousness, that crown of life. All right, that's the incorruptible crown that we strive for, that we strive to be masters for to obtain. Okay, a crown that can never be taken away from us. All right, it says, verse 26, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. Okay, yeah, the Apostle Paul is not running as uncertainly. He's not running acting like, he doesn't know, where he's going. Okay, or, the Apostle Paul is not fighting as one that beateth the air. Because when you fight and all you're doing is beating the air, swinging at the air, you're swinging in vain because you're not hitting nothing. All right, you're not accomplishing anything. You're not getting nowhere. All you're doing is just, swinging and missing, and you're tired. You're gonna tire yourself out. Okay, so we're not fighting this fight of faith in vain. Okay, we know exactly who we're fighting up against. We have the tools and the wisdom to fight this fight, and ultimately we already know, according to the story, according to the script, who's gonna who's gonna come out victorious over this fight, and that's the elect. Okay, but we as the hopeful elect, we have to use the tools that the Lord has given us on His side. Okay, to be able to fulfill those prophecies out. Us getting the victory. All right, and not as one that beat it there. Okay, fighting in vain. All right, verse 27. But I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Okay, yeah. So basically, matter of fact, let me see that. 1 Corinthians 9:27 in the NLT. I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified. All right, so yeah, so just like an athlete, professional boxer, or professional runner, or professional basketball player, football player, whatever it may be, just as they discipline their bodies according to their respective sport, where we as the hopeful elect, we have to discipline ourselves according to this profession that we've been called to, which is this truth. This is our profession, this truth. All right, otherwise, okay, if we don't, then we'll ultimately be castaways, all right, disqualified. Let's look at this word castaway.
Strong's G96, adakimas, adakimas.
All right, it says not standing the test, not approved. All right, see that? So we want to, keep ourselves under subjection, whether it be our minds, our bodies, our, spirits, and all these different things. Or else, if we don't, then what? We won't be able to stand the test of our faith, the trial of our, faith, our integrity. Okay, and we won't be approved by Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, approved, worthy to, receive that crown. It says under definition 1A, properly used of metals and coins. Okay, yeah, properly used of metals and coins, because we know that during Jacob's trouble, when the Lord's going to try all of our faiths, the Lord, we want to be found likened unto precious precious metals, precious gold, precious silver, refined, tried and refined. All right, where the Lord wants to see His image in us, just as a refiner, refines silver or gold in a fire until he's able to see His image in that piece of gold or that piece of silver. Well, that's what the Lord wants to see in us when the trial of our faith comes. All right, or else what? You know, you know, if we, if we don't be found like unto precious gold or precious silver, then we're basically going to be found found like unto dross. And the scriptures speaks about how the Lord is going to take away the dross of our nation. All right, roughly paraphrasing it, which when you go into dross, it basically means metal that has lost its shine or lost its value. Okay, we don't want to lose our value. All right, we don't want to allow this world to take away our value. Okay, which is this truth. It says under definition Roman numeral 2, that which does not prove itself such as it ought. Okay, unfit for, unproved, spurious, reprobate. Okay, yeah, all these things fall under the word castaway. We don't want to be proved that we're not as we be ought. Okay, which is what men of the Lord. We want to be proved. We want to prove to this world and ultimately prove to Yahweh Shema Shai that we are, men of the Lord, that we are men that are standing, firmly and stiffly for His name, as well as His gospel, as well as His word. Okay, we don't want to be reprobates, castaways. All right. And as you can see at the bottom, under the Strong's definition, it says unapproved, rejected, all right, worthless, okay, castaway, rejected, reprobate. All right, we don't want to be none of those things. All right, we want to be found worthy and proved. Okay. So First Corinthians 9:27 again, but I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. You don't want to be a hypocrite. So we keep ourselves under subjection. We discipline ourselves, all right, so that we can be fit to run the race as well as finish it. To finish this fight of faith. All right, let me get a couple more scriptures. Then after that, go ahead and end it off. Let's see. Yeah, one in the book of Proverbs I was looking for. Hold up. Yeah, right here. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 18. The simple inherit folly. All right, the simple inherit folly, and that's what 2/3 of our people want to inherit. They want the folly of this world to continue. Okay, they want to continue, worrying about, going to school and graduating, setting up these little businesses or whatnot, being entrepreneurs. Trying to make it in Esau's system, which is going down more and more every day. All right, a lot of our people are gonna take it to Karagma. Okay, the simple are gonna inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned. All right, the prudent are crowned with the righteous, with knowledge. Okay, and what is prudent? Strong's H6175. Irawam. Irawam. It says subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible. Let's see. Let's go to the root. Let's see. Reading the NLT. Let's see what the NLT says. Okay, so it's basically goes into the prudent are the ones that's going to be crowned with knowledge, which when we looked it up, it meant crafty or sly. Okay, in which Esau Edom, he's crafty and sly, but on the left hand side, whereas we as the hopeful elect, we use you know craft and guile and all those things, but for righteousness' sake. Even the Apostle Paul speaks about how he, persuaded certain of our forefathers to convert, okay, through guile, okay, right hand craftiness, righteous craftiness, okay. Even Yahushua told the disciples, be wise as serpents, all right, and harmless as doves. You can be wise as a serpent on the left hand side, which is what Esau Edom is doing. But as well, you can also be wise as a serpent on the right hand side. Knowing how to how to use wisdom, all right, and apply wisdom for righteousness' sake, all right, and that's what the prudent, what the prudent is all about in this particular verse right here, Proverbs 14:18. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. All right, and that prudent is talking about us as the remnant, the hopeful elect in these latter days. We're the ones that have been crowned with the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai via these holy scriptures. We've been given that unction from on high to know all things. All right, 100% truth, according to, in regards to salvation. All right. Let me get one more scripture and end it off on this one. Shao Shai speaking is an oldie but goodie. All right, a very, very, important scripture, for us to, always keep in mind, in in the times that we're approaching. All right, Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Shai speaking, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Which is what? Jacob's trouble, the tribulation, okay, getting laid off from your jobs. All right, just to name a few. Okay, Yahushua tells us to, commands us to fear not. All right, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. All right, those fee camps, those con camps. All right, y'all know what camps I'm talking about. That ye may be tried. See that? That we may be tried. All right, not to be destroyed. Not for these devils to lock us up into these prison camps and have their way with us. All right, stick the charagma in us, but the Lord's gonna allow these devils to cast some of us into these prisons, all for the purpose of trying our faith, so that the Lord can work a miracle for us in these particular prisons, these camps, okay, these prison camps. All right. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. 10 days only representing a period of time. Okay, a complete period of time. Not, it's not necessarily talking about 10 actual days per se. But, for some brothers, according to, whatever story that the Lord had written for us, it may be, 10 actual days. But who knows? We're going to see when that time comes. But nonetheless, it says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. All right, run your course and finish your course. All right, through faith. Okay, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. See that? So in Timothy, 2 Timothy 4, the Apostle Paul referred to it as a crown of righteousness. All right, and here Yahushua is referring to that crown as a crown of life. Okay, a crown of immortality, a crown of you standing stiffly and firmly for the name of the Lord, a crown of you receiving the immortal, indestructible, the new bodies, all right, the new covenant, all right, and serving the Lord forever, forever and ever, and ruling, with Yahushua in the kingdom of heaven. All right, that's that crown of life that we strive for as the hopeful elect, especially those of us that are of the hopeful 144,000. All right, Tabernacle of David. That's what we run the race for. This is what we fight this good fight of faith for. All right, to obtain this crown of life. All right. So, Lord willing, we endure to the end. I hope this video was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.